All right, we are here for the 2018 Silver Cup. Look at that green.
Woo. My name's Madison Walker.
I'm Nate Perkins.
And we're going to bring you guys the commentary for the Silver Cup. Sorry it's taken a little while, but we're excited to bring it to you. We hope you enjoy it.
Can't really say enough good things about this tournament, the Silver Cup.
It's definitely one of my favorite places on tour as well. Starting off, we have James Conrad. Always fun to watch this guy in the woods.
We're here at the Rollin Ridge disc golf course. Hole 1 is a little chip hyzer around the corner.
We also get to watch Cale Leiviska shred in the woods. This course is all about placement shots, and these guys have got it dialed down with their mid-ranges and their putters, so it's going to be a fun round to watch.
We got Peter McBride here. Butters himself.
Butter McBride.
Catching a tree there.
Or is it Peter McButter? Oh, sweet shirt. We don't know who this guy is, but he looks familiar. I think maybe Nate Perkins? And they're pitching up just pretty much the perfect shot. Peter did saw it off just a little bit, but he'll still have an open approach, as you can see.
Nice shot, Peter.
Right under the pin.
I believe that's a deputy.
James gets a little action on the green, but it looks like he'll be right around circle's edge, just inside.
It's a real treat we got here to watch Cale and his mid-range approach game.
Yeah, I feel like once he gets in the woods, it's just his element. Mm-hmm. You can tell he gets a little bit more hyped. But although there is a really nice mix on Rollin Ridge, we get a couple of open holes after this. Watching James do his thing.
Nice straddle putt from 28 feet.
Cale with that looks about a similar distance, 20, 25 feet. Boom. The heart. Is it weird commentating on yourself? I feel like sometimes it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think so. This is my first time, but pretty funny watching yourself. You don't realize how you make it happen.
Yeah. You're about to learn.
Yeah. All right, hole 2, 560 feet. I would say the majority of the field plays this one for 3, even though they call it a par 3. I don't really see too many players attacking the green. There is a little danger off to the right there.
This is a really nice hole review. Wow. Like, they did a great job with this flyover. This is very impressive. Yeah, it was a little windy when the women played. I'm not sure. Did y'all have some wind in the afternoon as well?
Yeah, there was still some wind.
Yeah, it makes the shot off the tee a little bit scarier when dealing with that OB on biting off a lot of distance, but it's definitely still something that's pretty feasible.
Looks like James is looking to attack here. Yeah, he's definitely attacking.
Holy.
Looks like he's hit it pretty nice.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
Circle 1, folks, 560 feet.
That was amazing. Cale, we'll see you play a little bit safer. Typical Cale game, but he's still up there too.
Yeah, that's the traditional play right there, is to just kind of leak it out left and leave yourself 100, 150 feet.
And this shot again is pretty scary because you're over OB a lot of the way, and if you hit that tree in the middle, it's you can definitely get into some trouble. But
yeah, it gets pretty nasty over there on the right.
Great shot right in the middle. Easy, pretty straightforward up and down from here. It is a slanted green, but not super bad. You don't really have to worry about rollaways too much. And there's not a lot of OB very close, so you can kind of just pitch it up there and get your putt, get out of there with a 3.
Peter with a nice approach. Cale close enough to jump putt up there?
Yeah, he definitely ripped that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the tall socks.
Yeah, that is just a fantastic two.
That is so impressive.
I've never seen anyone to that hole, and to be pin high at that distance is impressive.
We'll watch these guys tap in and move on to one of the other only pretty wide open holes on the course. There's some that are about half and half, but this next hole is we'll get to see a couple driver bombs off the tee. Really get to kind of let loose.
All right, so we got some OB on the right there in the tall grass, and it's pretty wide open on the left to let some of these players open up.
This is a really fun hole. You can't quite tell, but there's some good, really good elevation change.
Mm-hmm.
You get to kind of throw up a hill and then back down it. It makes your second shot a little bit blind almost. It's really fun and really technical, even being wide open. James unleashes and kind of moves over onto hole 2's fairway a little bit, close-ish.
That's really the play, though, is to just, just air it out, let that hyzer kind of drift, and just, stay away from that OB on the right.
So that's where you guys want to land. Okay. We played our shorter tee. We wanted to keep it a little bit more straight so we didn't have to deal with being at the base of that hill.
Mm-hmm.
That shirt is so awesome. I'm going to say that over and over again. It's such a cool shirt. I like the striped sleeve. Ooh, really testing the edge?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And that's really the mistake you don't want to make, is just leaking it right.
You kind of want to get up on top of that hill for a shot down at the green. It's pretty dramatically downhill from there. And it's tough if you're stuck up on the side of the hill.
Yeah, you want to be up top so you can kind of get a look down onto the green rather than throwing a blind shot. Yeah, I just love Peter's form.
Yeah, he is fun to watch. Boom. Crushed it too.
Mm-hmm. Up top.
James with his signature 20-foot run-up.
Full commitment.
He gets it all the way almost
he's
up
up
the
there
top.
with prime position. He's going to be looking down onto it.
Could you see the basket from here, or was it blind?
No, it was surely blind.
It's still pretty doable. You can pick a little tree to look at and kind of gauge where the basket is. This is a fun sidearm shot. That looks good.
Looks to be a little early, right? Maybe? Hard to tell.
One thing about Rollin Ridge that they do really well is guard the baskets. You can see right here, you always are going to have a hard time getting onto the green because there's always really nicely placed trees. You're going to do a lot of straddle putting. We'll see that from the field today, I'm sure. That was a great shot by Cale.
Both Cale and Peter are just are just masters at that nose angle, getting that nose up and just letting it float down there.
Was that the deputy again?
Yeah, it was. James putting the AVR a little deep. Oh.
Is that you? I wasn't expecting that. Great approach.
James with the wide straddle.
I think that stance looks about 7 feet across.
Yeah.
Looks like he just tickles the top.
Nice,
Peter making it look easy.
In for birdie. Nice spin putt.
Cale with not a tap in, but might as well be. Nate from Not in the Bushes.
I'm not sure, but it looks like my putter might be matching my shirt.
Oh, you did it on purpose, don't lie.
All right, this is where things start to get a little more interesting. This is probably one of the tougher par threes on the course.
Agreed. I think it might be the toughest.
And to finish on this this pyramid hole makes it that much tougher.
You can get there. It's possible to get there, but I don't want to say you have to be lucky, but like you really do have to kind of weave through a bunch of trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little downhill, and you do not, if you can see straight ahead from Peter, there's a bunch of little tiny trees. You kind of don't want to go in there because it makes your approach a lot more difficult.
It is very difficult if you finish on the left side. You really want to break it over, and that's just a little too straight from Peter, and he's in jail over there, as you can see.
Yeah, definitely the turnovers. If you want to erroring right is the way to go.
James is certainly attacking this. That's a overstable PD2.
Wow.
And it looks like he's done the line perfectly. Cracked it over. Highs it around.
Wow.
Might have caught in a late tree.
But he'll have a straight approach or even maybe a putt. I like the sidearm on this hole. I think that's a great play.
I definitely am playing this hole for 3. Playing out to the right so I don't have to deal with that jail of small trees over there that Cale finds himself in. And it looks like he's going right through it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Cale.
All right, that was okay, I guess.
Well done with the roller to circle's edge.
He got through everything. Ooh, nice technical sidearm. Putting it up right next to it, right? A little, right at the base.
Mm-hmm. Peter also attempting a roller. Oh. Gets the tree right in front. And that's...
You're kind of taking that chance every time you throw a roller. Even from the bottom of that pyramid is still kind of a hard putt.
It is a tough putt.
Also, you can't maybe tell on the camera angle, but the stairs leading up to the basket are really narrow. They're only about 4 inches. So like you kind of have to tiptoe up and down, and your disc definitely does not land friendly on them.
It is really hard to land a disc on that pyramid.
Ooh,
wow.
Cale.
What a great par save by Cale.
And that's a 3. Doesn't it seem like a birdie?
Yeah.
I mean, he threw some pretty crazy shots to get there.
The pyramid's sweet, though. I gotta
awesome.
say. I mean, there's not too many courses in the country that have the facilities that Rollin Ridge does. This pyramid is definitely one to remember.
Yeah, that's one thing that is memorable about this course in general is they have a whole bunch of really awesome wooden structures, like blocking holes from other fairways or just like for decoration like this pyramid. You'll see as we go on, they do a really good job with the workmanship on the course.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets off clean. Peter does have that one little forehand roller, but we move on to hole 5. This is a definitely gettable par 3. I would say kind of a birdie hole. It's still hard, like every hole at Rollin Ridge, but it's reachable.
It's got a tough gap. You've got a decision to make off the tee. Whether you're throwing an anhyzer around that first tree or you're going straight.
Once you get through that gap, it opens up a little bit more than the rest of the course. So once you make that initial decision and commit and make it work, you can usually get with it around the circle's edge.
Looks like Cale opted for the baby anhyzer, and looks like he's found himself inside the circle. James as well going the anhyzer. Oh, and he just catches one of those trees on the left, and he's going to be in trouble over there.
Yeah, a big part about playing... Ooh, I love that line. A little hyzer flip.
Might have leaked a little left.
Yeah, one thing about this course is you kind of have to prepare good shot or bad shot to scramble on your second shot. There's just so many trees that you're going to be throwing a lot of step out sidearms, a lot of patent pending shots, a lot of weird straddle jump putts, a lot of forehand rollers I'm sure we'll see today.
Yeah, it gets really tight back in these woods. Believe this is James Little roller out. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's good. That's good work from there. He was in there deep.
We couldn't even see him. Nate, even though he threw a pretty decent tee shot, still having to throw a forehand roller. Oh! And you're inside the circle. Whenever I do commentary, I always want to do make or miss. But I probably shouldn't.
Is he going to get this one? Will he get this one? It's online.
Oh.
All right, James. Looks like James is going to have to tap it in for a bogey. McBride from outside the circle. Oh, just wide.
Oh, yeah. Nice putt. Your little practice swing always fakes me out.
That one definitely faked me out.
You faked yourself out. Oh, that's funny. Nice solid putt from Cale.
Yeah, Cale's got that hyzer putt down.
The white hat in the sun, he looks angelic. Peter banging the comebacker for bogey. Wow, I said at the beginning, oh, this hole's super gettable, and then everyone had such a hard time. Take it back. I like this little graphic.
Yeah, Peter's putt was for par. I think James was the only bogey on that one.
Yeah, everyone's still kind of hanging close. Would you say this course is kind of a score separator?
It's hard to score. This hole is a good example of that because a 2 is very rare on this hole. Just to get it down to that bowl takes a tremendous shot, and then from there, you're left with 40 feet or more. So really, the separation happens when people make mistakes and bogey, but there's not
a lot of scoring.
There's not a lot of scoring.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to say that this tee shot is. There's not really a fairway. You kind of just throw and kind of aim for one of the gaps, but there's a whole bunch of gaps and a whole bunch of trees. So you're just kind of throwing and trying to get as far as you can, hoping that maybe you don't hit anything. I think sidearm is the play on this hole for sure. Oh,
squaring it up.
Man, that was such a good shot though. Treater.
All right, Peter putting it up in the air. Looks like he's going a little too straight. Okay, he's on the green for another hole, hole 14.
Which they run parallel to each other, same direction. He'll have an approach, but it will be tough from over there.
Looks like James is taking a deep breath after that bogey on the last hole, and he has peered it up there. That is a great drive to get up there in range of the basket.
You can't quite tell on the camera angle. The bowl just short of the basket is so steep. It is so steep. It's hard to, get footing or put your disc even anywhere near that because it will roll down. Oof.
Just a little deep on that one inside the circle, though.
That's where you want to be on top, though.
This is somewhat of a tough approach. That basket's right on the edge of that bowl, and you really want to be on top. You don't want to be on the side of that hill with all the mud.
Peter safe up top. Cale looking at a jumper. Uh-oh. Oh. He's on the muddy hill.
Yeah, that's close, but that's going to be an interesting one.
It was slippery. They had some rain. They had some rain the week before, and it was a little slidey.
That's unlike James to not draw any metal from that distance. Looked like he had some weird footing on that one.
That's another common thing on this course, which makes it even more of a challenge. Great death putt. Awesome.
Somewhat of a death putt, yeah.
You're like, I'm Nate Perkins. I ain't scared.
I'm terrified, actually.
You just play it off well. Got it. Peter opting for the straddle.
Yeah,
nice.
Peter.
Good focus.
Yeah, this next one was somewhat of a funny story. Cale couldn't get his footing down there on that lie, and he needed a little help. I don't know if they're going to show it on video or not, but we kind of had to do a little teamwork to
to get down
to allow him to get down because he couldn't plant his feet. So I hopped over there and held his hand down to the putt. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. This is great that they're showing it.
I know, I'm
this
so
is
happy.
This is awesome.
I heard the story, but I'm glad I get to watch it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
He goes. He finds the rock. Oh, and he's gone again. This is awesome. You got this, Cale.
Or y'all all dying laughing.
Yeah, because we know how difficult it is. I mean, it's a 12-foot putt, you know, but when you can't plant your feet.
This is too funny.
I say you come up here. I help you to the rock, and then you go one foot rock, 1 foot.
Yeah.
Goes back down. He's going up and around. Oh, that's how y'all did it. Okay. I thought he was gonna run up and
grab my hand,
Grab your
let go of my hand, and then putt. Yeah, it's not too far off actually.
As long as I'm not holding your hand when you putt.
Yeah, I think so. You got me for real?
I think that's the good plan, right? Just fucking.
This is such an odd situation that you would never see happen, really.
I feel like you can go right down to that.
Alright, you gonna give me that rock?
And this, my friends, is teamwork.
My dream coming true, holding Cale Leiviska's hand.
Did you get his phone number later?
No, we went to dinner. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, my guy.
He's set. He's on the rock. He jams it in there. All right.
And the love story continues.
Wow.
That's when he used to go back down the back.
That's awesome that they showed that. I'm so happy.
That is
Thanks,
great.
Terry.
Excellent camera work. All right,
Okay.
with the excitement moving on to hole 7. This hole is so hard.
It's a tight tee shot, as you can see. The drone is finding the gap right there. And then there's, you know, even if you peer it, there's still a lot of trees to work with to get up to this pin that's a little elevated.
Another awesome little structure that the basket sits
Mhm.
on. Yeah, it's definitely, I think, a hyzer flip backhand is the shot off the tee. But even if you throw it perfect, like Nate said, you're gonna end up behind a tree down the fairway. Cale, it looks like he may have gone off a little early. There's some bushes down there to the left. Not a bad place to be, though. Dang, that follow through, though. Wow, what a great shot. That is awesome.
That one's down there.
Keeping it low.
Yeah, James really knows how to commit in the woods, even on those skinny lines.
Ooh.
Oh, catching a late tree. I believe that's a Thunderbird that he's throwing.
Great pure line by Peter as well. Wow.
Peter just peers that one. That's textbook McBride.
Both of y'all make that look easy. I can't even stress how difficult that tee shot is. It is so tight.
Yeah, it really is straight off the tee.
Wow. Cale with an amazing standstill. Is that a putter?
Looks like it, yeah.
James with the jumper, even with the late tree kick. Wow, y'all make this 3 look so easy. Ooh.
Still left with about 20 feet.
Pretty standard guarded Rollin Ridge basket. Oh my god, that was all the way in.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Little left. Nice birdie from Peter.
Two birdies. And Cale with the long look birdie.
Yeah, that's a good recovery from Cale, hitting that early tree and being on the right side.
It is not an easy approach from over there.
It's a nice backdrop of the scores. I really like that. Rollin Ridge brick.
Cale pulls ahead a little bit with another birdie. And we move on to hole 8. This is another, they're all tricky, but kind of a backhand hyzer off the tee. You want it to go straight for a long time before it starts finishing left, and it's still pretty hard to get to the green from the tee. Almost impossible.
Yeah, I'd say it's impossible. It's 400 feet, but just the shape of it, and the trees don't really allow for
A pure line.
yeah, pure hyzer all the way to it. So you're really just playing straight to baby hyzer.
Oh, Cale
And
taking...
that's just a little too inside from Cale. He was not happy with that one.
Yeah, you can't really bite off that edge as much as you would like to because there's so much trouble on the left. There's like a line of bushes that you have to get around past before you can go out to the green. Wow, James is throwing some amazing drives.
Yeah, it looks like he might have cooked that one
Got
a
a little
little
kick.
long. I'm sure he still has a lane to the basket from there.
That tree off the tee pad gets me so bad mentally. That little slanting tree. Oh, what a great shot by Peter.
And Peter has been throwing that Explorer great all year long. That's a really great disc for him.
Yeah, that, I don't know why, that tree makes the backhand so scary. Saws it off just a little short on the corner, but you'll have an open approach. We should have kept a forehand roller count.
We definitely should have. Yep.
We're at least 5.
I think we got a few more coming too.
Oh, great skip
Little
shot.
skip. Oh, blocked by
man.
one of the Guardians.
Getting some mean.
Even with the matching disc too, still didn't make it happen.
They just don't understand fashion.
Oh, Cale gets a lovely kick to the pin.
James with the patent pending.
I looked a
can't
little
see.
pinched off. I couldn't
Yeah.
see. I think he might be circle's edge on that one.
Peter throwing his lid. Make. Yes! I kind of knew it beforehand. I don't know why.
You definitely called that one.
Yeah, nice putt.
Oh, man.
Great look from James.
For mine to stick on that left side and for James's to not stick on that low pocket was kind of a bummer.
Especially watching it back to back is crazy.
Yeah.
Great putt from Peter. Is that a par?
That's
Three?
a par,
Three's a par?
par 4. No, he
par
did
4.
4 shots, yeah. Cale with a par as well. Oh, you know, I feel like Peter actually got a birdie.
Yeah.
He threw deputy. Yeah, Peter did birdie that
Yeah.
one. Graphic was a little off.
And you with the long putt for birdie. All right, hole 9, rounding off the back 9 with a very difficult 583-foot hole. So there's a lot of angle changes. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, the tee shot is
hard.
daunting. It's tight, and there's a Mando on the left, which gets in a few players' heads, and even once you make that first corner, as you can see, there's a lot to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one though. It allows for a lot of creativity. I really don't see too many people playing it the same way.
Yep, there's so many different gaps to hit, so many different lanes. Peter throws a great shot, catches a tree on the left side, but thankfully just kind of knocks straight down. Wow, I didn't even look at the men's tee pad. It's crazy that you can throw a sidearm from that tee pad because the women's tee pad's like a
Yeah.
hyzer, like a
Yeah.
kind of a braking hyzer.
Yeah. Trying to take one out of Sexton's book and playing off to the right. Got a little bit of a good reaction off the ground.
Not a bad place to be over there.
Cale with somewhat of a bad kick off that tree to be nudged up against it.
James throwing in, was that an AVR?
That was James Conrad Glow AVR. Looks like he was just a little tight.
Right behind the ladies' tee. Oh, was he going for the skip?
Looks like he was playing a skip shot, yeah. He's getting a little flustered at this point.
Look at that pure roller. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Peter to set up for his third.
That's just about where you want to be. There's a nice little, you kind of hang towards the inside. There's a nice little gap over there. Oh,
Another skip shot from James. That's a good shot. You really don't want to be throwing your third from around the corner. You really want to be past it by then.
Yeah.
You got another forehand roller?
Add it to the list. Looks like the camera guy.
All right. Looks like
Oh.
it's a little tight from Cale. I actually have never seen him throw a forehand roller before.
And me neither. He doesn't even throw really forehands.
All right, we got the debut of the night strike here.
Oh, I love that turnover sidearm shot.
It's a fun one.
It is fun. That was really well executed too. Is that an orange one? That was pretty. Peter with a standstill shot, trying to get through those trees, but Nick's one.
And on the video, it looks like there's just a wall of trees, but there are a few lines down to the basket.
Wow.
Ooh, wow, James.
That looked like he nicked his fingers.
That was a tough looking lie.
Yeah, I can't believe he threw a full power hyzer like that.
Yeah. Oh, Peter's so close with that deputy sidearm. A rare sidearm from Cale.
Double, back to back. Sidearm roller, sidearm, whatever this is. Looks like he has something a little stable. I actually landed in that same spot. It's surprisingly you can get to the basket from there, but it is a tough shot. Another long putt for Nate. Oh! Feeling it.
Just close on the eagle bid.
Even though it's sunny, you can see Peter has his umbrella. There was a chance of rain during the round.
It did rain, right? It got
Yeah.
delayed. This round was started about an
Oh,
hour
after.
later than...
I'm thinking about my round. It rained in the middle of my round.
Yeah.
And James gets his putt for bogey. I don't know. Bogey doesn't feel... It never feels good, but it doesn't feel that bad on this hole because you're kind of like, oh, Jesus, I got through it.
Yeah,
It's over.
This one can give you a number for sure.
This is where you will definitely see some high scores. Both hole 9 and 18, rounding out each of the nines. Nice birdie. Both hole 9 and 18 can definitely eat your lunch. So finishing out the round with Cale leading with 3 up, Nate just behind him with a little late round rally, and then James and Peter tied for even.
And we will be back for the back nine.